So where's the line between funny and offensive? Can comedians go too far? Should comedians be held at a different standard than regular folks talking on TV, politics, or sports, or news? Who knows? Let's make some decisions on whether or not comedy should be held differently than any other form of news or media. Peter, what do you say about this? Is there a line, or is there isn't further over the line funnier for a comedian?
Well, I think that comedy is based on pain, in a way, and I think it's really more. You can't really make it about other people's pain. You gotta make it about your own pain. Like, I tell a joke about how when I was in elementary school, I was crossing one of those balance beams. I slipped, slammed down on my crotch, and I still have problems maintaining an erection. And I can't, people laugh at that joke. They say it's funny, and then even people who don't have testicles, they laugh at that joke because it's universal. That pain's universal.
So speaking of pain, all right, and making fun of
they got a pill for that, by the way.
Take a listen to. Let's go on to the next stop, please, very quickly.
We could talk about erections more if you like.
It used to be more conservative pieties when our culture was more conservative. A lot of comedians were poking fun at conservative pieties, right? Now, the pieties in our culture, a lot of them are left-wing shibboleths, in my opinion, and so you're seeing these guys poke a sharp stick at that instead, and we're seeing the left react, some parts of the left, I should say.
What's a shibboleth?
The Holocaust. George Clooney is gay. We still say Oriental rugs.
Yeah, the rugs are Oriental, but the people,
they want to be Asian.
Let's call them what they
whatever.
They are from
How do we
Asia.
know, though? I mean, I'll call you what you want, but just, you tell me to call you Jason, I'll call you Jason. You'll call me, if you want me to call you Peter, I will.
Yeah, right. And that's exactly
that's my name. You get it.
That's the way
it's off.
I came to the conclusion that brainless monkeys have very similar behavior to our brainless monkey in the White House. And quite frankly, it's amazing I didn't see it before with my keen scientific eye.
And there was a study done, and it said that women mostly fear violence. That's our #1 fear. And the same study showed that men's #1 fear was ridicule. Oh, yeah, God. I'm so sorry. I didn't know you guys were going through that. That must be so hard for you. Do you guys run home? 'Cause you're afraid of somebody telling a little jokey about you?
These are the researchers who put the collar on Cecil in the first place. They track the animals and study them. If you want to do something, if you want to make this into a positive, you can, sorry. Okay, I'm good. Make a donation, support them. At the very least, maybe we can show the world that not all Americans are like this jackhole here.
So what do you say, Peter, when comedy becomes, I guess, activism?
I mean, I'll be the first to admit none of those bits were funny.
No.
But
Amy Schumer maybe a little.
Yeah,
I mean, those jokes specifically are garbage. I think that if you're going to tell a joke, it should be specifically for making other people laugh, not picking on a group of people. Like, for example, I have a letter from a fan, an email from a fan that was written to me that I think you should hear. I'm writing to you to say thank you for what you do. I saw one of your performances on YouTube the other day. I must say, it filled my heart with joy. I would like to see you in person, but unfortunately, I have developed a rare skin condition. Still, your joke about how strange and hilarious it would be if various zoo animals were able to interbreed successfully lifted me out of my gloom in the last 16 months. Instead of going for a cheap shot, making fun of people who look unusual, you drew everyone's attention to the real freaks of nature. The zebroid, the wolfin, the gorlar bear, and the electric eagle.
Interesting.
That's enough.
It does.
I mean, I don't understand why we need to really even hammer home on something like, I mean, really, race or gender or anything. There's plenty of goofy stuff. I have a joke about Dracula that destroys. He's just kind of a weirdo, and when you take away the supernatural element of it. I mean, there's all kinds of jokes you can tell, though, that don't have to be about the Holocaust. I mean,
definitely.
I have a joke about numerology. You ever listen to numerology? I specifically request that every show that I get paid for is for $213. I'm telling you guys, there's a secret there that nobody really knows about. And I think it's funny. That clip was from, the 7 words you can't say on television. And I think if you need to lean into comedy that has, and that there's still a list of things you can't say on TV. I mean, regular. Can I say them here?
Yeah, we'll bleep.
You bleep them out like stuttering thunder, platoon, smear, mustache. Those are all things you can't say on television, and they're objectively funny, right?
You make a point. You make a point right there. That's Peter. The Holocaust. So should I have been in trouble for saying George Clooney is gay?